You've heard the gossip, haven't you? That they were the ones to set fire...
Everyone heard that, Marty, but most likely it's...
I don't know. Somehow it fits for me. First, they burned down the city.
You watch too many movies, Marty. They had zero reason. They saved the city because all their business and political interests were here. If everything...
It must be horrible to live inside your head, Boss Bird. I don't see it that way. I don't believe everything's direct...
Because it's not. But most conspiracy theories are just pure, made-up sheep shit. The real conspiracies...
Ah, so you do believe in them?
I believe in the possibility. And what I see with...
You're an awfully worn piece of old furniture, pal. So?
Adoration is the prerogative of youth, Marty.
Bird shit. So, it's chaos and mayhem wherever we go. Oh,
now I never thought I'd say this, but you're right.
Ah, that feels good.
Just don't get too excited.
Hey, when this is over, do you think we'll be...
Ah, hell yeah. I can already see the headline.
Ooh, I love your optimism. Hey, when this is over, can I ask an honest question, Sonny?
If you must.
You think of her differently now? 'Cause
I don't really know. Our shared past didn't change.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But yeah, Marty, I think of her differently.
I'm sorry.
I know, Marty.
Huh, we've been partners for 10 years, and I only...
9 years, Marty. But you're right.
Maybe that's why you were a good match.
Just the opposite, Marty. That's why we drifted.
So, when and where was this?
Not long after I met Molly. She always loved to work with orphans.
I see. So what the club...
I helped around the orphanage for a while.
So you were a kindergarten teacher?
No.
Relax, Sonny. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It makes me think of you from a new perspective.
Stop it right there, Marty, while you can.
What do the kids call you? Mr. Santino? Uncle Sonny? Papa Boss Bird?
One more word, and I'll twit.
What do the kids... Hey, if you like music so much, why don't you have a turntable, Sonny?
Maybe I love...
The Silence of Clawville. You mean the siren?
Yeah, something like that, Marty.
Who's that guy again?
He's still M.B. Davis, Marty.
Oh, yeah, right. I think you've already mentioned that. Who's that guy?
Why didn't you tell me? When all of this is over...
Please say the floor inside is covered with conspiracy theory papers and notes written with your... I'd still like to take a peek and... I'd still...
You're the best, Bubo. You finally proved useful. Why did you keep that?
Okay, so the picture is...
No, I've had enough stimulus.
So, hey, when this is over,
Why did...
what do the kids call? Who's that guy?
Huh. Maybe...
I'd still like to...
Thanks for everything. I got a feeling tomorrow's gonna be another tough day. I got a feeling...
Okay, so the... So where exactly is... You still try... So what do you... Who'da...
Books I've never... Of all that...
So... Hey, when this...
Why did...
What do the... Who's that guy? I'd still like to... I'd still like to take a peek...
A stack of paper. A closet that...
Corvo PD, how can I help you?
A closet that...
Okay, so the picture is more or less clear. Ibn's got his brother killed.
Of all that... Books I've... I got a feeling tomorrow's going. A stack of paper. Huh. Maybe I am really Meredith A. I've had enough stimulant.
I'd still like to... Hey, when this is over, do you think we'll be...
Why didn't...
And what are the kids... Who's that? So, are you still...
Molly, my ex-wife. Molly. It's a piece of a painting, judging by how well it's... It's a piece of a painting. Come to daddy, You're the best, Bubo. I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Ironic, but ever since I've been on Oh, man, Why did you keep that?
the Let There Be Peace Forever mental institute.
Well, I'd like to, inquire about a patient.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't give out that information if you don't have the passport.
Unfortunately, I don't have that. I'm not a relative. I'm calling...
Oh, I see. In that case, officer, I'd advise you to visit our institute.
Thank you, miss. I guess I'll do that.
We'll welcome you with open arms.
Oh,
See you soon.
So,
we have to go there.
the thought gives me
Chicken bumps aren't good enough for you?
ha ha ha. So,
It'd be better if I called Lewis. He'll open up a room for you to sleep in.
whew, great idea.
Hey, Lewis, it's me.
Oh, hello.
Were you sleeping, pal?
Me? Oh, what?
Would you open up a room?
Naturally.
Thanks, Lewis. I'm not even gonna...
I will. You won't.
Yeah. Sorry for the mess, Marty.
Don't worry about it, Sonny. I didn't
Thanks. Sorry for the...
Don't worry.
I slept like I used to sleep years ago. Like a miner or a soldier. Empty. Dead tired. Then I saw Tessa, my darling little daughter. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't recall her face. I reached out to her, but she just kept getting further and further away. Then I saw Molly. But she wasn't real. Just the ghost of a memory. I'm here, I cried. But all I heard was laughter. Not hers. Who's there? Suddenly, she appeared. Natasha. Just stood there laughing. But her eyes were cold. Then she said something. Painted red. Painted red. Painted red. That was just a dream, Sonny. Nothing more. I looked at Marty and I saw the same thing in his eyes as he probably saw in mine. It's time to hit the brakes, to turn back, go home and forget about all of this. Of course, I stepped on the gas instead. Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything good, but
Ooh, just like a horror movie.
I was thinking the same.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Let's hope so.
Even if you manage to escape, there's nothing but hill.
Imagine how many poor lunatic ghosts must haunt those
Ooh, Sonny, you're
insane ghosts.
Sonny.
Insane.
Sonny.
This
It's very
special. This
It's
special. We should go to reception first. We need to let them know.
Like an angel from heaven.
Yeah, half of her's still up there, I think.
That's rude.
Oh, boo-hoo. What do you think? Can she hear us up there?
Sonny, stop being so heightist. It's a different world nowadays.
Yeah, okay.
I'm forever...
What do you think? Can she... Yeah,
I'm...
Of all the great wild,
greetings, miss.
is it really you?
Well,
Yes, it really...
I'm afraid so.
Of all that's furry and plumy?
Miss, we'd like to ask...
Please, don't be scared. I'm just really excited. You know, I've read every book about you and your adventures, and
Indeed.
you can't imagine what an honor it is.
We really...
Oh God, oh God, oh God. Take a deep breath, Miranda.
Are you okay, miss?
Yes, I am. I just needed some air.
Well, miss, we have some questions if you...
I'd love to answer. Sorry, but
Neither can we.
you can't imagine how...
Miss, those books aren't re...
Don't even tell me.
No, I didn't mean...
Leave it to me, Sonny. I'm good at this. Thank you, miss.
No, I thank you.
We won't either.
We're happy to bring you joy, miss.
Please, I'm at your service.
Thank you, miss.
Please, I'm at...
Thank you, miss.
Say, miss, what can you tell us?
Our institution was standing even before the Great Meat War, and during...
The place seems pretty empty. Do many people...
We have 32 residents and 7 nurses, including me. We also have a 3-person maintenance and cleaning staff, and, of course, the heart and soul of our...
I see. Now, this doctor...
Exactly. Director, scientist, researcher, patron, and doctor.
Quite a guy.
He certainly is.
So who is this Dr. Quetzal exactly?
He's a world-famous researcher of the mind, Mr. Featherland. He published
Psycho... what?
Unraveling the Mind. It's the most crucial mission of the century.
That's really...
So this doctor's some celebrity, right?
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Well, like, Mr...
Ah, yes. That's something you should ask the doctor himself, but...
He's swamped, is he?
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. He is...
I thought so. Now, what can you say about this, miss? Have you,
Of course. Our residents wear these for identification. But how did you come by it?
Huh.
The wristband does belong to one of our residents.
Oh, come on, Miranda.
I'm sorry,
Miranda, this case is a matter of...
All right. All right. I'll do it. Albert Wessler.
Figures. Just as we thought.
Thank you, Miranda.
Please, don't make me blush. And don't...
Oh, we won't. I promise.
So when can we talk to Mr. Wessler?
I need to ask Dr. Quetzal.
Thank you. This guy seems...
You don't say. You've been treated here too.
Oh, don't be stupid. I'm serious.
No.
Well?
No, it can't be. Are you telling me it's him? M.B. Davis?
I'm sure of it, pal. It seems the gossip was true.
Oh, no.
Huh. It doesn't matter how...
That was very...
Cluck you. Huh. It doesn't matter how big a star you once were.
That was very...
Cluck you.
Dr. Quetzal will see you. He's waiting for you in his office.
What a surprise. It's enough to mention what...
I wouldn't want to get mixed up in this, but
Danger. What?
we haven't heard from him since he disappeared. And
I see. We don't know yet, miss, but let's hope for the best.
great wild ones protect him.
Where is he?
No idea, Marty.
The smell.
Well, reptiles have a disgusting body odor, Marty. But they feel exactly...
Exactly.
Great wild ones. You scared the hell out.
I already sensed your arrival from afar. You know, snakes have a different sense of...
Well, yeah. Luckily, we're living in...
Lucky. Please, take a seat.
Your office is, rather Puritan.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, yes. I can't let my mind wander.
I see. Is this cell like,
I would rather call it a room. But yes.
an Isle of Reason in a sea?
Insanity is such a strong word, and it's mostly an abstract idea. Where does insanity start?
You see, that's something I think about a lot now.
If you like, I can give you an appointment.
Oh, this is your chance, Sonny. Don't...
Marty, clock up. Are you very busy?
I am.
Are you very busy?
I am.
Why do you have bars?
Because it's a room like all the others.
With the significant difference...
It's not as big of a difference.
So...
If I'd want to escape.
So...
If I'd want to...
Is this cell like...
I would rather call it a room.
A snake. I can't help it, but...
To be honest, gentlemen, your visit is anything but a...
What an introduction.
Please forgive me. I have the bad habit of immediately getting into the middle of things. How very rude of me. My name is Dr. Quetzalcoatl, but most call me Dr. Quetzal.
The name is Santino Featherland, and this is my...
From the Predatory Division of the Clawville Police Department. Your fame...
we're used to it.
Certainly.
We have some questions about one of your patients, if you don't mind. We'd like to talk...
Please be...
Look, Doctor, we're too tired to play cat and mouse. Not that...
Very funny, I must say. Just...
We know you know. It's about Albert Wessler. Ibn Wessler's secret twin. Ever since we've said his name, all the doors have miraculous...
Well, yes. Why should I deny it? We're talking about a rather illustrious...
Now, that's much more interesting.
Because Albert, regrettably, has disappeared, and you are police detectives, I have no reason not to talk to you. Of course, I'm at your service.
Not even if it's a matter of life.
Everything's a matter of life and death in here, detective. This...
Still, I'd like to give the...
Please, detective, just... So...
Let's see. Let's see. How long was Albert a resident of...
For quite some time. His first symptoms...
Was he brought here immediately after the...
You know, the biggest problem with an opinion on insanity is that animals are
Because animals would rather hide what they're afraid to face.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
As far as I know, the Wessler family wasn't accepted.
Indeed, they were rather poor, but we...
Then how do you sustain yourself?
By the grace of the treasury of King Hector the...
I wouldn't have guessed that.
My family and the royal dynasty had always been on...
What kind of a place is this exactly? I assume it wasn't built as an insane asylum.
It used to be a mansion. Construction started during the occupation in 622. Then it stood empty for almost a century, until finally it went to the crown of Clawville when Hector's great-grandfather took the throne. The rest is history.
How long have you been working here?
I've worked here for more than 30 years, but...
So if I count correctly, as soon as it went to the crown, it was seized by your...
That's almost accurate.
What a lovely inheritance. Tell me, Doctor, do you know...
Just like everybody else, I've heard of her, but I never had the...
Oh, you can be sure about that.
Is that...
As it turns out, she likes small...
Oh, I see.
Dr. Quetzal's a real mystery, but I can turn that to my advantage. So when did Albert become a resident of your institute?
Albert and Hobart, or Ibn as you call him, arrived here almost exactly 4 years ago.
Could you describe that day?
It was not long after New Year's Eve, maybe the first week of the year, if I'm not mistaken. It was sleeting that day. Wind was banging incessantly on the windows. The power was going out for short periods.
What was your first impression of them?
I already knew the Wessler name. I knew who they were. Or at least I knew one of them, Hobart Wessler. He was famous.
And Albert?
He was new to me, an invisible gray ghost. The family had tried to keep his
Why?
Because they were ashamed of him, of course, Mr.
What was your first impression?
He was silent, but observed everything that surrounded him. His eyes...
Was he afraid?
I wouldn't say so. It seemed to me that he wanted to move into our institution voluntarily. It looked as if he couldn't wait to be here.
Didn't you think of that as unusual?
Of course I did, but who am I to judge?
What kind of special treatment did Albert get?
You know, if an institution like ours has to...
And complete secrecy, I guess.
Yes, but that's the case for all...
Of course. So in what way?
Basically, we don't admit anyone into our institution without a complete and thorough
So you didn't even know if he had anything wrong with him?
Initially, no. He was more of a guest than...
How did you see Albert when you first met?
Albert was shy and reserved, like a ghost. He almost never touched anything.
What else?
He was delicate and graceful, almost like a woman. Yes. He was rather feminine. He was an artist, Mr. Featherlap.
Why did he have to be locked up?
I asked the same thing.
Are you telling me Albert had multiple...
We found out very quickly that there was no other reason for the cause of his seizures. He had a cold and calculating personality who sometimes, especially on...
He had these seizures from the beginning.
Yes, Mr. Featherland, but they started to intensify after Albert left.
He did what? Left the...
Oh, yes, Mr. Featherland. Albert left the institute.
Quetzal's not only very observant, but he's addicted to details. I must focus on that if I want to get closer to the truth. When and why did Albert leave the institute?
It was about 2 years ago. Mr. Hobart Wessler appeared and demanded we let his brother go free.
But you did.
He returned the same day. Albert was ecstatic. He was unrestrained. I could almost...
That was unusual for him?
I had never seen him like that before, Mr. Featherland. He just smiled and...
Did he ever tell you what happened to him outside?
Of course he did. Albert and I had a good relationship. He was...
Was it a painting of a lovely lady cat?
Oh, exactly. So you already knew...
Yes, Dr. Quetzal, I've seen... So Albert left on many occasions to...
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. Every time he came back, he was
more dangerous.
Albert was hurting himself. And on one occasion, he even tried to hurt me. It was unprecedented. It seemed his confined personality was taking over their shared mind entirely, piece by piece.
Do you think the painting caused it?
Not the painting, Mr.
But its subject.
Exactly. He was obsessed. Right until that fateful day when he...
What exactly happened that day, Doctor?
It wasn't Hobart who brought his brother back that day, but 2 of his gorillas. Not...
What happened to him?
I don't like to talk about...
It could be vital to the case, Dr. Quetzal.
Oh, you're right. There's no use turning back now. So, Albert's tongue was torn out, or cut off, I don't know.
So you're saying Albert was brought back horrible?
Yes. And they didn't give any explanation as...
Dr. Quetzal is cold and professional, but he's also very confused. Maybe it's cruel, but I must explain. Maybe it's not easy for you to talk about it, but did you examine his wounds?
I'm not that kind of doctor, Mr. Featherland. But even I could determine his tongue was either cut out...
But there's no doubt it wasn't an accident.
I don't believe it was.
I totally agree. Concentrate, Doctor. What do you think happened to Albert?
I'm sure it was Hobart. He ordered his men to mutilate.
But why would he do that?
Maybe Albert saw something he could accidentally...
To whom? The 4 walls? A couple of crates?
To anyone, Miss...
I don't think it's that simple, Doctor.
You're welcome.
What happened then? How did Albert disappear?
A few weeks later, Hobart came to visit Albert one more time. Albert had been in terrible condition.
What did Hobart do during the visit?
He didn't do anything. He just sat.
Couldn't you manage to draw anything out of him?
Nothing. For a while, he was trying to signal something. Perhaps he was too afraid. And most likely...
Do you think Hobart could have killed Albert?
It's horrible to say it.
How did he disappear in the end?
That's what's most eerie about it all, Mr. Featherland.
Did anyone see anything?
No one. We interrogated the staff, even the patients.
Unfortunately, I have a hunch. Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could be of help. But please...
We understand, Doctor. So... Tell me... What are you... What? How did I... So, the two... Hold your... What... So, what kind... How did Albert... Are you telling Wetzel's not only very... When... So Dr. Quetz... Maybe it's... What happened? So... What... How did you... Are you... Quetzal's not only very... When... Has Albert... So, you... What... So... What kind... How did you... Are you... Quetzal's not... When... Did Albert... So Dr. Quetz... Maybe... What happened? So... What... Do you think... Are you telling Quetzal's not only very observant, but he's addicted to... You're keeping... Did Albert... So, the two... Hold you... What... So... What... How did you... Are you... Quetzal's not... When... Did Albert... So Albert... Dr. Quetz... Maybe it's not... Concentrate... What happened?
Please.
Thank you.
That was... We need to let them know we're here first. We need to let them know we're here first. This... Insane go...
It doesn't...
We need to let them... What do you think?
Sonny, stop being so...
Yeah.
I'm forever amazed.
Please. I'm at your...
That's quite shocking.
I think you understand why we kept it a secret. If it wasn't for Mr. West...
Then the,
accident. Ha! We didn't believe it. Not for a second.
Different how?
If someone got one of his eyes poked out and his tongue torn...
We believe you, Doctor. So, can we take a look at...
I'd rather call it his room. Mr. Wessler.
Thanks to the Wessler name.
Yes. Well, we try to make all of our papers...
I hope you don't mind if we take a look...
That's not...
Well, that's, surprising.
I've never seen a cell like this before, that's for sure. I wouldn't mind living here.
It seems that being a Wessler gets you privileges.
And a healthy dose of
Mostly that, yeah. Let's take a good look around.
Well, I smell... paint? Ink? Plaster?
What the dickens?
Unmistakable.
This place is bad for you, pal. But if you've already jump-started your beak hole...
I'm on it, Boss Bird.
Identical twins. And looking at it, 2 men and 1 woman. Nothing good ever comes of...
Well...
Of all the wild ones, Marty, please.
Just use your imagination, old bird.
Look at that. Scribbles.
Just like the troubled mind?
Yeah, but there's still a kind of order in it. It's just...
If you say so, Bob. Isn't this familiar, Sonny? Just like your office and your desk.
Marty.
Okay. Isn't...
The style. It's very...
So this is an original Albert Wessler. Whew, it's hot in here. Whew, it's... way. Is this some kind of puzzle?
I don't think so. But we could still find something important here. A pattern, a sign, anything. A small window. A small...
You know, I don't think he had it so bad.
You mean apart from being separated from everyone?
You're right.
As always. Well, I guess the bet...
Are you really so
I never said that. It's a piece of a painting, judging by how... Identical twins. And looking at it... Albert was madly in love with Natasha and would have done anything for her. I'm afraid he did exactly that. Albert was madly in love with Natasha and would have done anything for her. What do you make of this?
Apart from the fact the guy was totally insane?
That maybe we've been chasing the wrong person all this time.
What do you mean?
Everything will be revealed soon.
Why do you have to be so melodramatic all...
If I'm right, this'll flip the...
What's that, Sonny? A blurb from some...
I just have to think things through before I come to any hasty conclusions, Marty.
Ugh, you're killing me.
Back to Clawville, where we can finally put all the pieces together.
You're driving me crazy.
So, detectives have...
Goodbye, Doctor. Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye.
What can you tell us about the woman in the photo we saw in our...
Do you mean Miss Natasha Katsenko? Well, yeah.
Did she ever visit this place?
Never. But if you ask me, Natasha...
And Albert, did he mention her?
Constantly. It was obvious he had an affection for Miss Katsenko, but I wouldn't have thought for a moment...
I wouldn't jump ahead, Doctor. Something else could be behind...
Do you think so? All the signs clearly indicate this.
Maybe they do, Doctor, but in my line of work, logic's not always the best advisor.
In 99% of cases.
Exactly. But this one typically...
If you say so.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye.
Farewell, Miranda, dear.
So, you'll...
Marty McChicken never forgets.
Oh,
Furry gods. Let's go.
goodbye.
I'm sure it'll...
If there's anything I can help you with, please...
Thank you.
We need to let them know we're here first.
It doesn't matter how big a star you once were. Ending up...
Art heals, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Art heals.
Oh, I don't believe this. Those two again?
Take them out. My car won't last much longer.
Don't worry, Sonny. I was born to do this.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow. Are you blind or what? Where did you learn to shoot?
Whew. Well, that was close.
A little too close for my taste, and it only strengthens my belief. Wessler is desperate. He knows if we survive, he's done for.
Well, come on, what did you work out? Will you tell me?
Sure. Let's put the picture together. Let's start from the beginning. So, we got a case. tried to show us the painting. And that painting would have shown us the way. To Ibn and Albert Wessler. Albert painted Natasha, so he met her on more than one occasion. Which made Albert fall in love fateful night, he killed his brother so he could take his place in secret and win Natasha's heart.
So what happens now?
The inevitable, Marty. We're going to the Wessler Mansion.
You mean Albert, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think she knew it?
Something stinks, Marty. The whole case seems too intricate.
Too many...
Well, after 10 years...
9.
You're right.
Huh.
What?
You just laughed.
What? No,
No, you laughed.
just leave it, Marty.
I'll be telling this to my...
All right, pal.
Okay. So...
And his best chance was to trade places.
So that's why the...
Yeah, Ibn couldn't squeal even...
What a diabolical...
More like...
But why the messages then? Why the threats? Albert got what he wanted. He could have got away with it.
I'm not a psychologist, Marty, but remember what the doctor told us. Albert has a seriously...
So the messages were written by one of it...
Something like that, Marty. But we can only learn the whole truth.
You're right.
We're going, Marty, to finally finish what...
Well, if there's anything you'd like to do before...
You're right, Marty. It's time to wrap...
Louis became kinda part of the team in the end.
You mean Leopold?
God damn it. Did I...
No, I'm just joking.
Huh.
Hey, Louis. You weren't awake all night because of us.
I've never been this excited, Sonny. Seriously, it is a great honor to be part of the team. What is it?
You, Louis.
What?
Just now, you didn't.
Oh.
And...
So, thanks again, Louis.
Come on, boys. Don't even mention it. It is me who is grateful.
Maybe...
Hey, Sonny. Don't spoil it.
Pardon?
Nothing.
So, you're...
We have no other choice, Louis.
You're...
Well, the rabbits...
This isn't about money. Not about...
Stubbornness?
Mostly, yeah.
Well, good.
Thanks, Louis.
Well,
It hurts even to think about it. But without this feather duster, it wouldn't have worked.
Look, Sonny. I think if we go now, there's no turning back.
I'm still thinking about it, Marty.
Look, Sonny.
I'm still thinking about it.
I just realized. Ibn at the...
Yes, Marty. Albert's been Ibn for a long...
That he's been acting strange recently.
Exactly. Like...
It was almost hitting us...
Don't blame yourself, Marty. We couldn't have figured that out just by ourselves.
Well, it's how we make our living, Sonny. And I'm sure we'll have plenty more twists.
Who knows, Marty? It's not up to us.
Yeah, right. Do you think the asylum was in on it? I mean, covering up Albert's disappearance?
You know that reptiles give me the creeps. One of them even set fire to that ship.
He seemed like a patient to me. Seriously, I thought...
Yeah, Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he doesn't...
Are you still talking?
Good question.
So, what's the plan? We shove the letter and our theory in his face and see what happens?
Something like that, Marty. I think our presence...
I really hope you're right, Boss Bird.
We have no other choice.
Do you think it's a love triangle? I mean, could...
Good question, Marty. But I don't think so. When I first spoke to Natasha...
In her own way, huh? And could she love too?
Maybe. Maybe she even suspected that...
So, what do you think, now that it's clearer?
I don't know, Marty, but I believe Natasha didn't mean to be bad.
I'm not as sure of that as you are, boss. But we'll find that out.
I think Natasha was very much aware that wherever she goes, disaster follows her.
Really? You don't say. Someone
You mean me?
who can even read minds.
Maybe you're right, Marty. Maybe you're right.
I see we're It's a little out. If we survive this, you think you'll need your... Do you think that'll be enough? If our theory's correct... Well...
Do you remember that case?
Yeesh. Just look. Yeesh. This fog's almost...
Strange, but...
Really?
I don't know.
Oh, you're...
Why haven't I told you?
You're not funny.
The city seems...
Good God.
I'm just messing.
Yeah, thanks. Into the
Like you say. I never thought I'd ever look at this place and think of it.
Life's weird, isn't it?
You mean when you shot?
You know I had...
Yeah.
I don't...
Then let's leave it that way.
Hey, I apologize for shooting you, boss.
That's okay, Marty.
I'll remember what you...
Yeah? Well, don't try...
Who, me? What do you think? Relax, soldier.
Huh? Well...
You were staring at that building so hard.
Are you shitting me?
Not at all.
I have feelings too, you know.
I never said otherwise.
Farewell,
Did you forget anything?
No, I just thought...
You becoming...
Who knows?
Oh.
Should I say it?
I know, Sonny.
But you won't.
On the beak.
Thanks, pal.
Forget about it. Abandon hope.
Very...
Funny, because it's... You know, pulling the trigger...
You mean when you shot me?
Yeah.
But it wasn't hard.
Not at all, Sonny. I knew you'd survive. I wanted it to be a permanent injury and hurt like cluck.
That something was gonna break?
Yeah. And that I was never...
It really did hurt like hell.
I know.
I almost bled to death.
Almost was the goal.
And? Did you...
Well, what hurt me wasn't what you did. I mean, of course it did, but what hurt the most was you not...
Not until you pulled the trigger. At that moment.
Yeah. All right, enough sentimental crap. We have an insane rat waiting to be...
What?
Come on, Sonny. Even a blind bat can...
Oh, well.
Yep. So...
No, I was just thinking we could take another...
Okay.
Don't even...
You're really becoming sentimental.
One more word.
Yep, I'm gonna shut it. Well, they couldn't even manage...
Useless pincushions.
They're always half-assed, Sonny.
Leave them.
That's why I deserve...
Get out.
If you...
Also, to be a... That word.
You don't want to go in...
I hope you're just messing with me.
Of course I'm messing... You know, Sonny, when we...
Deborah.
Yeah, her body. I called you every name in the book inside...
What kept you with me?
No. I just wanted to see your downfall.
Wow. Well,
But then everything changed.
on the ship.
I don't know. Being tied up with you, waiting for certain death. I know I lashed out at you, but in truth, I felt there was no...
I think I do, Marty.
So, I guess there's
Nothing left to do but kill a rat.
for the last...
For the last
Swear?
I swear.
All right. Any better?
Strange, but I have a terrible...
Nice. You know, Sonny,
You have a...
the silence,
The smell.
yeah. The Cobbler District has its own...
It seems Zip is...
That's waiting. Oh. Roachtown stirring.
Thank the God.
I think the buzzing of the hive
Yeah, from afar.
Last time we were here...
Yeah, and it was a fish who... Hope I'll never have to...
It seemed...
You mean...
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I must be crazy.
She all...
I didn't know you spoke French. Maybe tonight you'll...
Hello, big...
Hail to thee, O Father. Don't look into its light.
Old Zip's finally come...
I think we may have got to.
We get to everybody, Boss Bird.
It's a pleasant surprise.
Well, he's out.
I had such a... You said it. Hey, Zip, listen here. We didn't get it from this. We didn't get it.
Did you know that Caston Mavis is gonna play?
What? You hear that, Sonny?
I was just joking.
Oh.
You hear that, Marty? It's a sign. We...
For a second, I believed he was actually...
At the Hot Dog near...
For a second,
At the Hot Dog...
gonna try the food here one.
Well, you have to die of something.
No, it can't be that bad. Though, I'm sure...
You have such a delicate way of putting things. You can be...
You're right about that.
eat garbage. Why don't you hire a cook?
Don't you mean that Marty guy?
They say he names all...
Well, he's a flop with chicks.
Hits first, asks...
Yeah, a real chick.
Hey, I'm...
We know Marty.
Blow me both.
So, that Marty guy. Yeah, I'd rather pass on him. When
I have...
So...
Let's say...
You mean,
Hello, Zip. I see...
You know, Sonny.
Well, maybe you should have done...
Shit,
That's the Zip we know.
Thanks, Marty.
One last coffee.
Are you going to get him?
We don't have a choice, Zip. We're grabbing the rat by the tail.
Ah, I see you've been...
Just Sonny. I'm like this all the time.
Yeah, that's true. And what do you expect will happen when you...
They'll either let us in, or we'll blow...
Well, I'm not...
Hey, don't write...
I'm just getting ready for all... Hey, chicken cop.
Yeah, Zip?
Take care of your feathers for me.
Don't worry.
All in all,
Thank you, too.
I'm not...
One more coffee, boys?
Thanks.
If there is a next time.
One more coffee?
Thanks.
Well, if we have it... It's still not too late for us, you know.
It's still not too...
Oh, look what I... You're still mad at Meredith, aren't you?
Maybe once...
Yeah, I can...
And good old... Hey, old man. Sun's not even up.
You know what's my sin?
What?
I never close.
That clever.
How can I help you, lads? I see you're gone.
Well, Sonny's going to die. I'm just...
So, you'll be off to the west.
You're sharp.
Well, me dear lads...
Hey.
That I just...
Got any good advice?
I always have some for you, lads.
That's very wise advice. Why haven't you told us before? Could have saved...
If you carry on like that, Marty, you... Do you have any fresh in...
Of course. Still crisp and warm, like a fresh new...
Do you have any... Does the name Albert... What do you know about that asylum?
Since there's only one of those around...
We... Actually...
That...
Seriously.
The place is...
Well, they say we're legends, too, and...
What can I say, then? This one...
This Albert, he had to paint a picture of Natasha.
Let me guess.
Yeah, classic, huh? Then...
Yeah, well, that's a classic, too. So, you're telling me...
Exactly. He's Albert, a dangerous lunatic.
Lads, I guess that Miss Marble's going to write another one of those.
You mean Meredith? Oh, that's just...
Once you sold your...
That's what I keep telling him.
Do you know Dr. Quetzal?
You mean Professor Quetzalcoatlus?
You did what?
Do I not look the type to...
No, well, I didn't mean that. I just...
I studied psychology, Sonny. Only I forgot.
So that's why you know the animals so well.
No, I know them well because I have a newspaper stand and I talk to hundreds of animals each day. And I listen...
You surprise me every time, old beaver.
You're afraid he screwed you? He looks like a terribly dishonest snake, but don't let your prejudices overshadow what your wattle tells you.
That's good to know, Uncle Mullen. Or...
Hey, don't get cocky.
What do you know about the Wessler Mansion?
That if you're about to go there, bring a tank with...
Dangerous, you mean?
Dangerous? It's a fortress, sort of giant wall.
Yeah, sounds great.
It's a beautiful place, I must admit. At least you'll kick the bucket with...
That's something.
Good attitude, my lad.
Sometimes I think of... No hard feelings.
What can I say, boys?
You sure do, Ursula.
Would you like a nice hot cup?
No thanks, we just can't.
Why? You going?
No, we're just...
Sonny's gonna die.
Shut up.
So it's a case.
You don't need to say that, Ursula.
You're a good boy, Sonny.
Oh, come on, Ursula.
How is the old owl?
He's old.
Wait a minute.
He is.
Even now?
Yes.
I gotta see that.
Take care of yourselves.
Will do.
Hey. Take care of you.
Will.
Hey.
Hey, Bubo.
Hello.
Is he,
But his eye.
You were something.
What the hell?
Sonny wanted to say.
Would you shut the clock?
I am a little bit.
You're going to Wessler's.
Bingo.
Ooh. Or you're...
Well, that's always a pop.
Get yourself killed for all I care, but don't come here covered.
Oh, thanks for the support.
Don't mention it, you old gizzard. Can I give you a...
Of course, Boo-Boo.
Take care of the old rooster, okay?
That's all I ever...
Can I give you a... Take care.
That's all...
Memories, huh?
I remember it.
Next time...
Well, that's very good advice. Even looking at it. Good evening, Papa. Good evening.
How are your secrets?
That's why they call them secret. I see.
I'm not gonna set foot. I remember how...
Come on, Sonny. You're making me...
I want to know the details.
Ursula used to play the piano at a place.
And she was a lovely...
Yeah, you said it.
Oh, boys. Ain't... Next time, I'll play something for you.
I hope there's gonna be...
Said the dead man.
Next time...
Said the dead...
It's almost unbelievable. It's almost... All this marvelous stuff, huh?
I wasn't asking for your...
Hey, oh!
Ah, Vice had...
Clucking.
What'd you say, Martin?
I said I'm...
The treasury... The sun was shining, and all the ducks were in a row. I felt ready. The pieces of the grand puzzle were laid out on the table. I just needed to piece them all together. A revealing glance or a careless word, and I'd have the answer. I knew we were in the right place. I knew it was nearly over. Was Natasha really just a victim? Or did she know everything? Was she controlling the puppets from behind the curtain? Well, if you don't know where to go, go straight ahead. What could possibly go wrong? Here I am, Natasha. I hope you're waiting for me.
Furry gods. I knew he was rich, but... wow.
Half the city is in his hands, Marty, and half the Council of 12.
I think we'll catch a big fish today.
Don't count your chickens. I'm sure Wessler's expecting us. And Natasha...
You hope?
If I'm right, she could be our only chance of...
Lovely prospects, huh?
I've had worse.
Really? place has its own greenhouse.
100% humidity and
Not like that. Could they be...
or maybe some chicken-eating junk.
What? Oh, you just made that up, right?
Do you remember that case? When that old weasel met us and...
Of course I remember.
I needed hydration. It was...
Hydration, huh?
A real jungle grows in the middle of...
And the poet is lost.
A real jungle...
And... Huh, one of Wessler's ancestors.
Wessler's ancestors were poor cobblers.
I wonder how chivalry is compatible with...
Ibn was planning to leave...
when his twin brother...
Yeah.
Must be some famous historian.
No.
You know, I've always been fascinated by the founding...
Don't believe the tales they tell about the war, Marty. There's nothing...
And a lot of money.
That, too.
Maybe one day...
Not while blood...
Oh, yeah, that... Maybe one...
Not while...
Is this a man?
Or a small...
Well, if it comes to...
A serious advantage. Look at all these...
Yeah.
Strange how someone... Look at all the...
Yeah.
Strange how...
Quite the steep...
Seems nowadays,
Are you
Well, they say the team...
Nah, that's...
Oh, yeah. It's...
We could also drive around in one of these, huh?
I don't think so, Marty. We're...
Honest suckers, at least.
Same thing. Wessler sure has us.
Do you mean his car?
Both.
Fair enough. What the hell is it? Water tower?
I think it's a monument to an enormous...
Well, anyone who builds a tower this big must be...
Or he just has too much stuff.
It's a long...
Well, we could finally find out if you can fly or not.
It's a long...
Well, we could...
Hey, not so fast, chickens. Please excuse my partner. We didn't mean to be rude, it's just his terrible habits.
Look who's here.
What a surprise.
What do you think? Should we give them our autograph?
Please tell me there's gonna be a glue...
If we're lucky, Marty. If we're...
Please tell me...
If we're lucky...
Ah, look what the cat...
Funny, I don't recognize...
Well, maybe if they had some guns...
Oh, yeah. Now I remember.
Exactly.
What are you doing here, chickens?
We'd love to have fun with you boys, but we need to talk to your boss. And while we're...
Is that so?
Yeah, that's...
In that case, I guess there's no reason for us to waste your precious time. Is that right, Gabriel?
Get the hell out of our sight while there are still feathers on your...
Easy, pal. We're not even here anymore.
Do you sense that?
I do sense...
And utter...
You're right.
Don't shit with me, you foul!
I'm afraid my partner speaks the truth, Jen.
Such tall and handsome creatures.
Sure are, partner. Do you set... And utter...
You're right. This must lead to Wessler and Natasha's suite.
Let's get the big guns out and...
No need for that, Marty. We'll wait until they invite us in. Like real gentlemen.
Oh, my trigger finger's itching, Sonny.
Relax, Marty.
Yeah. Just don't let it... It's like the vegetation's
Maybe it will. Maybe in 100 years, nothing will be here, but
that's quite a...
Yeah, it is. It's like some ancient virus.
Do you mean the plants?
Both, I guess. It's like...
Do you mean...
Both, I guess.
Huh.
She's real close to...
Much more than me.
That wouldn't be hard.
Ah, what a pleasant...
Get lost.
What did you say?
Turn around and get the hell out of here now. if you want to make...
Come on, Olivia. Don't worry about...
Martin.
Huh?
Don't you get it? You have to get out of here or you'll be in danger, and also...
You mean Natasha? Please calm down, miss.
You really don't understand, do you? What do they not understand, Olivia? So, what is it exactly that our guests don't understand? I was trying to tell the detectives that Mr. Wessler's very tired and doesn't welcome guests this early. He gets rather irate. I'm sure Mr. Featherland and Mr. McChicken can wait here while Ibn refreshes himself. I'll entertain them.
Thank you, Miss...
Please, Sonny. I thought...
Please, Natasha...
Martin? It's all right, Olivia. These gentlemen... Yes, Miss Katzinka. I tried to warn you.
Thanks?
I tried to...
Thanks? This place is
because you know what lies behind.
With Natasha?
I haven't... I wonder how Albert feels.
Insane, isn't it?
You took the words right out of my... You know,
And?
I don't know, Marty. I admit it.
I'm just angry.
Your sense of justice kicking...
More like my sense of don't fuck... There she is.
Yeah, our fate.
And what lovely hands.
With sharp claws, Marty. Come on, Sonny.
The truth is, Ibn isn't really in a good shape.
You commissioned us, Natasha, and we barely escaped with our combs intact.
So you know who left the threat?
Oh, we know much more than that, Natasha. We even know where you used to work.
Wild gods.
Why didn't you tell us?
Do you think it's easy for a woman to talk about such things?
Along with Molly?
So you know.
Yeah, I know, Natasha. I also know all of this was a...
Believe me, I tried to handle things the least painfully I could.
A lot shouldn't have happened. Poor Deborah shouldn't have had to die.
Dear sweet Deb.
Cold, stiff Deborah.
Please don't say that.
A price worth paying?
You cannot think I had anything to do with that. You just...
I don't know, Natasha.
Please, Sonny, tell me.
You have to know.
Please.
Excuse me for making you wait, detectives. I'm having a rough morning after...
Is that so? Our night was also...
To put it mildly.
I was just telling the gentlemen that you were exhausted, my dear, and they should...
Oh, honey, no need for that. My door's always open to the legendary chicken police.
Then this way, please.
You just stay here, my darling. I'm sure our conversation will bore you to death. Please, go and refresh yourself or,
Yes, dear.
Please, follow me.
Lead on, Wessler. So...
Goodbye.
Come on, Sonny.
I tried to...
Impressive bed.
Sure is better than a cell.
That's right, Mom.
I'm not sure I understand you.
We'll see about that. It almost gives me the creeps.
This paint?
It's beautiful.
I'm not surprised.
But the corner is missing.
You're right, Sonny.
Well, yeah. This painting's unfortunately damaged.
You don't know. Well, if you're interested...
Really?
Really?
An insignificant little piece, isn't it? But there's
more like a rat scratch.
A.W.
That's...
Albert Wessler. He's a great painter.
Enough! Out with it already. What are you trying to say?
Easy, Wessler. We'll get to that. It's unbelievable how much trouble...
Yeah, I don't know what...
I'll make it...
Even my patience has its limits.
I'm not surprised. This estate is rather...
Well, thank you.
I suppose it took years...
Yeah.
You should be. Whoever...
Are you trying to say something?
No, just... I can see you're very...
Not all rats are the same.
I find cold...
I don't understand.
Oh, it's nothing. Not a... I'd just like to...
Yeah. Would you like a drink? This is a...
Really? Tempting, but I need to...
Yeah, I've heard you don't...
And I've heard you don't despise murder, Wessler. By the way, you've heard...
Yeah, I see you...
More like...
And that's not a...
Yeah,
No, that's not how we do business.
I really hope so.
It's a little early for that, isn't it?
Yeah. Some people need coffee to start their day, Mr. Phil.
Damn. You know what? Maybe I should come... Do you keep a revolver in...
Yeah, a bad habit.
I agree. Have you been suffering from...
Yeah, no.
Really? I've been plagued by them. So I...
Yeah, I'm,
Interesting. Now that I know who he really...
So, what do you want to know? I've heard you've been through a rather eventful few days.
Oh, you have rather...
Yeah, that's true. I should tell you, I see and hear...
None taken. But tell me, are we gonna flatter each...
Straight to the point. I like it. Yeah.
Oh, forgive us. Our moral compass has been confused a little bit after someone...
And while we're at it, you could answer some of our questions. If you've not...
And then we'll just leave you alone.
All right. I'll go along with your childish little game.
With pleasure, Mr. Wessler.
My time's...
Don't rush us, Mr. Wessler.
My time's precious, chick.
Don't rush us. I have no idea what she sees in you.
Yeah, she, really worried.
Disgusting, all right. Do you know why that word exactly?
Since you've been to the Nile.
Didn't it bother you, Wessler? What Natasha used to do? Surely.
Why? Did it upset you when you discovered your wife did the same thing?
What did you just say?
What did you think, chicken? That I didn't know? Yeah, don't make me laugh. I know about everyone who...
You son of a...
Sonny, don't.
Yes, detective?
Not yet.
You're right.
You're funny, you know that?
About the painting.
Yeah.
Such self-criticism.
What did you say?
My partner means that you and your brother are very much alike.
Indeed. But,
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request, is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's not a crime. This picture, it's right.
Why do you think so? It's just...
The photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right in...
Really?
He fell in love with her.
Who do you mean?
Albert, of course. He fell in love with Natasha. All those sessions.
You mean, me?
You.
No. I mean, while Albert was painting, yeah, but I wasn't there all the time.
And you think he could have fallen in love with Natasha? That's why he escaped? What do you think happened to him? Who tore out his... Did Natasha know about what happened to you?
No. Of course.
Do you love beautiful things?
What do you...
You were afraid of losing her, weren't you?
Stop. Enough. If you want to ask something, ask clearly.
We're just doing our job.
Then do it clearly. And quickly.
We visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to...
That's a big mistake.
A classic, even.
What the hell are you babbling?
This is Albert Wessler's...
More like a
in which he tells her he's capable of doing it?
Yeah, this letter doesn't prove anything at all. Albert is mad. Insane. He's not a...
But they believe yours, right? Because you're not Albert Wessler. You're Hobart Ibn Wessler, aren't you? How good it feels.
How dare you?
Just tell him, Sonny.
You're just a cheap fake, Albert. You couldn't follow in your brother's footsteps even if you wanted to, no matter how hard you
What?
She hates you, doesn't she? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand why, but she hates you.
Yeah, what do you know? What could you possibly know about suffering and loneliness and...
Albert is an imposter. He's not who he says he is, and might not even know who he really is. I have to concentrate on this first.